Greetings everyone, my name is Raziel and today we are playing Warpforge. Now, before all the HHL players panic, yes, there will still be loads of HHL content coming in the near future. However, with the recent additions to the game as well as the balance patches, I finally feel like Warpforge is at a point where it has enough variety within its factions that I actually want to put in more time into the game and start doing content for it. Speaking of, today we are looking at Aun'va. Aun'va is the epic warlord of the Tau Empire, and he's basically a Swiss Army knife warlord that can do a lot of different things, thanks to his easy access to powerful and versatile invocations via Serene Unifier, as well as his ability to increase the HP of his troops for just 1 energy. Today our focus is on the Tau Battlesuits, the Shazui, as you can tell by the video title. So let's take a look at the deck. This is a mid-range Battlesuit deck. All the suits naturally have good HP, as well as some sort of defensive utility keyword like flying, shield, vanguard, armor or stealth, making them stick to the board with ease and very obnoxious to remove reliably. The main playmaker of the deck is the stratagem Dynamic Offensive, which doubles as card draw, as well as enabling our suits to yield immediate value by giving them flank. Therefore, we are playing as many suits as possible, as well as only a small number of non-suit troops to maximize the chances of drawing 2 suits when using the card. We are running all suits available to us, usually at 2 copies each, with only the high-cost suit being one-offs. The broadside suit is our best draw from offensive, as its long-range trait allows it to deal with enemy troops without taking damage in return when attacking with a ranged attack. Our stealth suit allows for additional flank troops via its talent, spawning in crisis suits with flank for a reasonable price. Finally, our crisis bodyguards as well as enforcer suits protect their kin with vanguard to enable fragiler suits to abuse their strong talents as well as long-range units to attack without fear of retaliation over and over. The final thing we need to address is why we are using Aun'va as the warlord of choice for this strategy. Simply put, Aun'va turns our already bulky suits into super sticky bodies that oftentimes force quite a lot of resources to get rid of, as well as giving them a lot of snowball potential. Additionally, due to his access to Serene Unifier, he can turn a board of 2 or 3 suits into a lot of damage via the Storm of Fire Invocation, oftentimes pushing for lethal from a ridiculously high range. With all this in mind, there are a few things I want to address before I finally release you all to watch some replays. First, due to my long absence, I don't own a number of cards for a lot of factions. And while the Tau are one of my better collections, I still don't have a full collection, and therefore the deck you see here is technically not finished. I've written a few options in the Deckpaste, which will be linked in the description. Second, also due to my long absence, a lot of cards got newly released and existing ones got changed. Therefore, I am still adjusting and getting used to the meta and how the factions play now. So don't expect me to play flawless for now and play around otherwise obvious combos and setups for my opponents. Lastly, even though I have been grinding ladder for quite a bit of time now, I am still not that high up. I did manage to climb my way out of bronze and all the way to gold 3 I think, but I'm still far away from legendary division. Therefore, the quality of my opponents might not be super high, but I still try to get replays with at least somewhat competent opponents for you all. Anyways, that concludes the short 3-hour intro segment. As mentioned, there is a link to a Google Doc with a Deckpaste as well as a written analysis on the deck in the description. There is also a link to my Discord server down there if you want to hang out and chat about the game or HHL or just whatever in general. That was it from me. Enjoy the games.
It saddens me that we must take arms against you.
Target marked for elimination.
Bring me the Star Children's blessing.
The day
of ascension approaches.
Let's earn our divine reward.
Optimal target marked for elimination.
Ready to engage.
Your fate is sealed. Give praise to the master below. Give praise to the master below. We bring you the Star Children's blessing.
Ready to deliver them on card.
close.
For each one of us that falls, 100 more will rise.
Tokyo Masters, ready to go.
Stealth team in position. Awaiting orders.
Alliance secure. I will see to it. Tokyo Masters, ready to engage. Our loyalty is unwavering. The lion watches us all. Fight with honor. The Emperor guides us for victory. Emperor, ever primer. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. understand the precise application of superior firepower.
The Emperor's work must be safeguarded.
Optimal target marked for elimination.
Positions, we strike some. We march for McCrag! My armor is infused with the Emperor's will. We are the sons of Genestealer. For courage and honor!
Trust in the Emperor at the hour of battle. Stand firm, sons of Ultramar!
We will deliver the killing blow.
Raise the already ripping rockets! Stuck inside this thing and that makes me mad! No foe can withstand the precise application of superior firepower. This almost is bingo!